Welcome back everyone. Very long overdue video, lots to talk about. Let's get into it. Like I said, loads to talk about. We've got over fenders, obviously, side skirts, wheels, suspension, garage modifications, all those things we're going to talk about, go into all the details, what I've been doing, what I've been up to. But right now, let's cut to the good stuff, what you've all been waiting for, the semi-reveal of over fenders. Alright, so a long story short, with the over fenders, if you've ever done anything like this, it's an intense amount of work, and to get this to the level that I wanted, I had to really kind of knuckle down and just concentrate on here, because honestly, I was really overwhelmed wanting to get everything looking right, because if I didn't get it looking right, I know if I got further down the line, I would be super unhappy and wanted to, you know, redo everything again. So honestly, there's been hours and hours and hours of work gone into this. And I would say currently now about 80% finished. Now this is looking pretty smooth, pretty nice. A couple of burn throughs here and there, a few little things to sort out. Now what I wanted to do with this is get to a point where I can dive in and out of this, do little bits and pieces here and there whilst doing other stuff and not get completely burnt out on doing this. This has been blocked and primed about 4 times now. A long time has been spent obviously on this swage. Now the difficulty with this is obviously it's very long, very straight, but also it bows out, it's not completely flat, so you've got the bow of the panel coming out. It can look a bit crazy from time to time if you don't get it right, so that has been a long time in the making. Still a few tweaks here and there. Another difficult area is obviously getting this transition from here to the swage and obviously flaring out. I've made so many different little blocks. I'll show you one. I've made things like this. These are just normal cork blocks, but you can cut them and sand them and shape and make some kind of cool, crazy things out of them. So that's one of the things I made, so I could actually get in there and sand things. Lots of fun. Get it obviously matching the other side, which is difficult. Side skirt matching the other side. Again, pretty difficult, but so far it's looking really good. Now, let's show you some of the little details. Now, the original plan was to essentially bond this panel onto the car. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is have it so it's on the panel, but all the fixings are hidden, which they are currently. I'll show you on the other side. This bit isn't finished right here. It is on the other side, kind of, but you'll get the idea when I show you what's going on. So I want to be able to take this panel on and off just in case someone crashes into me at a car show. So yeah, all the fixings are going to be hidden under, obviously there's fixings hidden under here, which I'm going to show you in a second. At the back, at the top, everything's going to be hidden. The only thing you're going to see is this line here, and I'll put some rubber welting along there. So it's not going to look kind of weird. I don't want to blend that in and then paint it and look as one, because I just don't want it to crack. You know, even when you do it properly, there's, you've got the chances of it cracking, and I don't really want that. I want to be able to take it on and off. So let's show you some fixings. It's fun stuff. Let's go around. Now, let's wander to the other side. Under here we have a fixing. There's gonna be another fixing here. This is gonna be covered by that. So, no fixing there. Also here, that's screwed down. Now under this bed trim here, there are gonna be more fixings. Obviously that's gonna be covered by the bed trim. You're not gonna see that. Now under here, 3 fixings going into the body, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with this section yet. It's gonna be a surprise for me and for you. It'll come to me naturally at some point. I'll work it out, but I do kind of like it's kind of heavy at the front and then kind of like drops away at the back. It's kind of cool, but whatever we do that goes over here, it's going to cover those fixings. And for the side skirts, under here we have 2 bolts, and this is bolted in underneath, so it's pretty solid. And underneath here, a fiberglass, an extra section, so that wraps around the sill, and that's going to be fixed there as well. So that's going to be pretty solid. Obviously, I want that to be, you know, really, really rigid. I don't want it to move around too much, but accessible at the same time if I want to take it on and off. So all those little bits and pieces that have taken a lot of kind of consideration, a lot of time, been pretty awkward to do. And obviously matching the other side, it's not 3D printed or anything like that, so there's been a lot of measuring, a lot of measuring. It's been tricky. One of the things that is tricky is wheels, which I'll talk about right now. Obviously we have our glorious 6-stud wheels. The PCD on these, as standard, 4x140, horrible, can't really get much for them. You can do the hub swap on these, obviously, convert it from 4 to 6. I've only got 2 in there at the moment. Now, the wheel specs at the moment, these are 15x8s, negative 25, with a 55mm spacer on there. It's not ideal. That's going to lead us on to suspension, but quickly before, I did say that I was having issues, or it was difficult getting the sides to match, purely because this side is fine, the other side, you can't actually see what's going on with it, but pretty sure the bearings have collapsed in there. So the camber on this one is vastly different to the other side. So it was tricky getting everything to work out. Right, so the setup on this, suspension-wise, is really archaic. We have got a torsion bar set up. Rides pretty rough, and when it's lowered, it's even rougher. That's one of the things that I really don't enjoy about the car, is the way it rides. So that's, again, that's one of the things I really want to solve on this car. I want it to be comfortable, I want it to be fast, I want it to look good, obviously. So we have a lot of work to do, but I'm going to show you what's going to happen. Hold on. It's over here somewhere. Hopefully, I won't get tetanus from it. Ah! This is a subframe from a Forester or an Impreza. For those of you that don't know, the Impreza and the Forester, well, the New Age Impreza and the SG Forester share the same chassis. So this is out of a Forester. I have the hubs, all the lateral links, trailing arms, and this is not an original thought. There is a guy who I've been speaking to, I've forgotten his name, but I'll put his Instagram down here, and he kindly told me the ins and outs of it, and it is fairly straightforward. So we are going to rip all the guts out of this. We're putting this in so we can have full adjustability in terms of suspension, toe, camber, all that stuff. It's going to ride a lot better. Now those wheels unfortunately are going to be going because we're converting to 5x100, and the other thing is we'll be upgrading to WRX brakes. Now there are a very, very limited amount of 15-inch wheels that clear WRX brakes, and I'm going to have to go for a wheel that's going to be essentially a 3-piece, and I need to build those up to the specs that I want them to be to work on this car. So that's going to have to be a 16-inch wheel. Now what I'm going to do is obviously size up with the wheel, but size down with the tyre. So overall, in terms of total diameter, it's probably about 10 centimeters, I think, bigger than it currently is. This is a, what is it? It's a 50 profile tyre, and then we'll jump to a 16, probably go to a 40 profile tyre. So yeah, it's going to be close, but it's going to work, I think, because we've got a lot more going on here. It's going to fill out the arches more, give us more options in terms of wheels, and it's going to clear the brakes fine. The subframe with hubs and other stuff that's really rusty. And if we come around here, we have a mess of stuff. We've got the hubs, laterals, trailing arms. Now, another thing, a big thing we're going to have to do is we have in here the old tubs slash covers. Now, these are going to have to come out completely. Going to have to fab up some new ones slash strut towers so we can get coilovers in there, or bags. It's going to be bags, obviously, but maybe coilovers to start with. So that's one thing that's going to have to happen. Another thing that's going to have to happen is, oh, I don't know if you can see. Let's go onto here. If we go onto here, we have one thing that's going to be right in the way, which is the fuel tank. That's going to have to be relocated. I'll have to do, you know, like a race kind of fuel tank, whatever, and that's going to have to live in the bed somewhere. So we're going to do, yeah, tubs, fuel cell, and then the thing that's going to really tie all of this in here is going to be a cage eventually. So I'll probably do a strut bar going from there to there, and then, you know, like an X brace kind of cage to make it look pretty cool. So that's going to be the next big thing on the list that we're going to be tackling, alongside a spoiler, maybe. Now, this is kind of tricky. Now, hopefully I didn't throw it away. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. Don't know which one it is. Not that one. Maybe that one. Maybe that one. Got it. So, the back end is looking like it needs something. I don't want to go too wild. I don't think. I don't know. Anyway, so use the old polyurethane foam board here, and I think that's going to be the shape of the spoiler. That's going to run all the way along the back, obviously. It's going to be angled in at the ends, I think. But that is a rough shape of the spoiler. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. One of the reasons for doing this, obviously, is because, yeah, it looks a little bit empty, and where this over fender comes over here, got like a bit of a step down, so I want to have this all level and looking less staggered and more flowy. So that's another thing that's going to be going on there. Yeah? No? Yeah? Whatever. That's another thing that's going to be going on with the rear of this. So yeah, in the next few episodes, I think it'll either be spoiler, or, because I'm really impatient, starting on the suspension, which I've kind of been putting off, but I think I may start diving into that. Plus, the car right now obviously is facing this way, so I might be diving into the realm of spoilers here, or the suspension, and then as I'm doing the suspension, little bits and pieces on the over fenders here and there, as the car is currently facing this way. This car, as standard, is front-wheel drive, but switchable to high and low all-wheel drive. Now, if I rip all the guts out of the back, I can still drive it, but the downside is I won't have a fuel tank. So I'll have to put a fuel tank in, and with the suspension swapped, I can still drive it. So the plan is to get everything kind of bolted up, not properly reinforced, but bolted up and in and working before I turn the car back around and start working on the front again. Purely because I've got a bit more space here. I'm up against the wall when the car's the other way around. Talking about fronts, the front of the car, that's also going to change. Onto the front over fenders, or the front end of the car. Now, I am going to change these. I was happy with them until I did the rears, and the rears came out so well, and I just can't live with how these are at the moment. So when I showed you the rears, you can see they're super crisp, arches really defined. They're not on here. They're really kind of subtle and not that good, essentially. So I want to redo these. I'm borrowing some genuine steel wings off a friend, and they'll give me a better baseline to work off of, to make molds off of, and I'm gonna redo these. So redoing these, but they'll be better and they'll flow more, because at the moment, looking at this, it doesn't quite look right because that's just so well done. This doesn't look that great, and I might get rid of this bit here. I'm not sure yet. I like it, but I might get rid of it. I'm not sure yet. So that's what's going on with the front, and this front bit here I might do something different and then just make it look better and work better with the rest of it, and I think probably make it wider, because at the moment it's kind of weak looking compared to the rest. But yeah, that's what's going on the front. And to wrap it all up, we've got the nice new little area this side. This isn't the biggest workshop in the world. I wanted to make it as practical as possible. I'm working on that side, I'm working on that side. I want tools on this side so I don't have to keep going back and forth. This isn't completely finished yet. Still need to put some lighting in and a few more reinforcement. Yes, we've got our paperboard here, which is great, so I can just grab stuff here and there. Shallow little bench so I can still kind of stand here and look at things and not be too kind of push up against the car, and make it look better on camera. So the whole point, I'm slowly working on the workshop to make it more aesthetically pleasing. So obviously when we're filming things, it just looks a lot cooler, and just trying to declutter it. So next up will be doing the ceiling, doing that black, obviously, touching up paint here and there, just making it look a lot nicer. So that's one of the things that I've been doing. Hasn't taken me months to do, honestly. So that's another thing I'm doing, and little cabinets, things like that. Things that just make it more practical. Hopefully I've covered everything I want to in this video. I'll probably be editing the video and then think of something I need to do to it. But I wanted to film something for you guys because it has been a long time, and I do apologise about that, but I had to do it. If you guys got any questions, any comments, put them down below. I'll get back to as many of you as I can, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully it won't be as long as this one to come out, but yeah, I'll see you soon. Take care.
Subscribe, you fools!